We're getting there.
It's tough. I'm not gifted like that. Dude,
you know those people that like? Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we're talking about the same thing.
Oh, dude, the guy, like he's like the Chinese vendor, and he looks at something. He'll look at something for like 10 seconds, and he'll mix colors by hand and do it
with like a paint knife, right? And he'll just like, and then it'll blend in perfectly, dude. That's so sick. How do you find that talent out? That's a crazy thing. Like you just like. One day you're like, color is that, and then you're like, oh, I know, and then you just start throwing crayons together, and it's like, oh wow, how'd you get that? You're like, how do you find that talent? That's insane. Well, regardless, getting into this, Sparg0 actually playing the black color alt here, but I think specifically for scabs. So shout outs to Sparg0 for that.
Gotta love it.
What do you see that color of Game & Watch as?
So it's not that I only see gray. Like it's a misconception for color blindness. It's just hue differentiation is difficult. So okay. you put like brown and like red next to each other, and I'll have trouble with that.
Oh, okay.
Or you do red and green next to each other, and I'll have trouble with that. That's why, like, literally reaching into a box of Crayola crayons, I would every single time guess wrong at least twice.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, well, nonetheless, Sparg0 making it easy on your life here. And funny, I mean, the meme image went around on Twitter where it was like Sparg0 or ShinyMark beating Meister and then losing to Sparg0's Game & Watch. Sparg0 really pushing the meta of just picking up a counter pick for every single player he plays. I'm so here for it. If we get to see the Corrin for the Sonic and the Game & Watch for the Pikachu, I'm all for it. Seeing Sparg0 pilot all of these characters has been an absolute delight. Also, shout out to MKLeo doing that as well with the Rob, trying to mix it in there as well.
And what's kind of messed up about it too is that like Cloud doesn't feel particularly bad in a lot of those matchups. Like the character's like at worst like -1 on a lot of those. But Sparg0's not here trying to go ahead and deal with any kind of disadvantage. Sparg0's out here to win. And the skill is certainly there, so why not go ahead and maximize your advantage by picking up as many characters as possible, tossing your opponents a couple curveballs in a few sets.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, being Sparg0 is going to be one of those players that seems to have that Cloud in the back pocket as well as the Aegis. So it's like, if it doesn't work out game one, you can just switch around it as well. And having that be an option is just so important. And I think this is kind of like the testing grounds for Sparg0, where it's not, you know, a major tournament, but it's still, you know, pretty high stakes. People are really trying to play their heart out. So, you know, it's definitely a good way to do that. And if you're looking for a way to test where your improvement is going, I mean, definitely sign up for these coin boxes, because it is an absolutely amazing way to get some practice. Big shout outs once again for having this tournament every week.
Agreed. We are, however, seeing the weakness of Game & Watch, not just necessarily in this matchup, but in every matchup. This is a character that kills off of stray hits, and if you're facing a character with high mobility like Pikachu, how do you actually pin him down? Does finally manage to land the back air there, but whenever your opponent's living to 160 or so with a light-ish character like Pikachu, you're struggling a wee bit right there.
I'm loving this pasta in chat, by the way.
I've noticed that.
This is some fresh, hot pasta.
It sounds like the people want to see Steve, HBox. Maybe we should, you know, let him back in. Open the door.
I don't even know who said it, but I can just imagine some, I don't know, this is some guy like playing it the first time. So, I'm an image player. Not amazing, but you guys are. Why ban Steve? It's only game. You ever see that, like, I think it's a Russian hockey guy. He's like, why you have to be mad? It's only game.
It's like a Ovechkin, isn't
That's what it reminds me of. It's only game. It's so good. Went for the downbeat. It's only a game. Fucking bars. It really is only a game.
Yeah, here we go. 88% on Sparta. This is talk about hills and boulders and mountains a lot, but really it's a pretty monumental task to make this comeback. But a great way to start that is with that down smash 2-frame to cover that up B back to the ledge. And I don't know if we're going to see a 9 hammer, but we might see those hammers come in handy, and definitely going to need to pull out all of his tools to make this comeback. But that drag down there, down smash is going to close out the set. Not the set, sorry, the game for ShinyMark. Oh boy. Don't tell me I'm losing it already. What happened to me? It's only 5:30.
I think we need the Sparg0 Cloud ASAP.
I need the Sparg0 Piranha plant, dude.
Oh, Piranha plant's great.
The Piranha plant, I like it.
he unironically like is very good with that character. Like I've seen him do it like 2 or 3 times in bracket again at like mid levels and pools and the like, and every single time I'm sitting there like, why does he know the tech? Why does he know how to utilize like Patui traps?
He is staying Game & Watch.
Dude, Piranha Plant is so cool. Like I know like that's a hot take, but I think the character feels really cool to play when it's working like completely. Like you get like Patui hitting Patui into another move. It just feels so good. I don't know. I like that character a lot.
Definitely an interesting one, but the problem is that too many characters in the cast turn the character off. Like Falco Piranha might be unwinnable.
It's rough. Shout out to is it Lucky, the Piranha Plant player that is doing really well? We used to have a Piranha Plant pretty active in SoCal. Shiarash, that was really, really good. I'd love to see the Piranha Plants. Oh, also, Send has a Piranha Plant that's hype. Yeah, so. But not seeing it here, though, as we see Sparg0 with a lead, actually, with this Game & Watch. I don't... So this is like a bad matchup for Pikachu, right? I remember hearing that. I can't remember if it's Nest that's a bad matchup. I think it's this matchup, yeah.
Oh, man.
Why is this matchup bad? Nice conversion for ShinyMark. Do we know why this matchup is bad?
So there's a couple things. Like Pikachu generally doesn't like disjoints, and Game & Watch does have a couple of them that make it difficult to punish as well. So you can just go ahead and just mash on that down smash, and what does Pikachu actually do? You can bucket T-Jolt so that you have just another option in your tool chest to go ahead and deal a ton of damage. And then really that back air, like how do you actually recover against back air and an air?
That's a good point. Yeah, it's so active that it's able to cover like so many of those angles, especially if you're going to ledge. I can definitely see that. Yeah.
You like the theory? You know my tier list where I said the 5 god tier characters. Like, I think like if you use any of those 5 god tier characters against any of the ones not in the god tier, it's almost certainly losing matchup. Like most of the time, it's one of the reasons I put them separate. Like when you think about every character's worst matchup, it's gonna be one of Steve or Sonic or Game Watch or Rob. Or maybe Aegis in some cases, right? Which is kind of interesting. And then there's a square of parity among those 5 characters where they can kind of beat each other. So it's kind of pretty interesting.
Ah, okay. I mean, no, I definitely see that too, where there's just a separate tier of character for sure.
Yeah.
Just meta defining. These are one of those things where if your character has a bad matchup against all 5 of those, well, you're going to be struggling.
Yep.
Or you might just be a low tier.
Yeah, chat's saying it's an even matchup. Yeah, I don't remember. That's why I was asking. But yeah, thanks guys for the help because I completely forgot. Sometimes I just remember, but then sometimes I'm just like I have no idea. And this is definitely not the clock for me to start coming up with it here. As Sparg0 needs to start coming up with it as well, as he's down 2 stocks to 1 versus ShinyMark, 34%. Nice backer to cover the high drift from ShinyMark, but a up B back to the ledge and a reversal forward air from the ledge is so crushing as ShinyMark just needs one hit to just put the pedal to the gas and not let up, and now a very, very rough comeback for Sparg0.
Now we've got the neutral air into the up B as well, so solid damage, and this is exactly what Game & Watch wants to be doing. You want to go ahead and open your opponent up with just one of those aerials, and then force them to do unsafe options on your shield so that you can up B and then continue to keep that pressure going. But the problem really has been is that ShinyMark using the mobility of this character to weave in and out around Game & Watch's threat zone. And then the edge trapping has just been so phenomenal. As soon as I mentioned that, ShinyMark obliges, shows us just what Pikachu can do when Game & Watch is immovable underneath the edge.
It might be time to pull out the sword.
Also, PJ, so you talked about how chat said that this might be even. I know that ShinyMark puts it at even, but I don't think that ShinyMark says that Pikachu loses matchups. Like, I think I've seen the matchup chart 1 or 2 times, and ShinyMark just says this character doesn't lose matchups, really. But I think, like, Esam and a couple other Pikachus have said, like, slight loss. Like, this isn't like a 7-30 or anything like that. This isn't like a dominant victory, but Game & Watch definitely has the tools to hang around in the matchup.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, one of the things that I really appreciate about the Smash community, especially the people watching these streams, is there's so many knowledgeable people, and it makes my life as a commentator easier that these people are like just so willing to share the information, because otherwise it would be a absolute nightmare to figure out all these matchups. I mean, we've seen already in just this top 8 alone quite a few different matchups, and a matchup I'm definitely more familiar with is Sparg0 supporting the Cloud versus ShinyMark and the Pikachu. Let's do it.
True, you got your wish, HBox. Good call out right there.
What was my wish?
Kill the Cloud.
Cloud, right, you're right. You're right, you're right.
Yeah, and so far, looking pretty good for Sparg0 as he's up 91% on ShinyMark, but ShinyMark needing only one opening, but the up B is going to swat away any attempt to get an extended string to usher Sparg0 off stage as he's right back into center stage and looking to close out this stock. Up smash gets the weak hitbox, but now with the limit online is going to be able to actually go from coast to coast in time to continue the ledge trap no matter where ShinyMark goes, but yeah, ShinyMark looking to just kind of wait out this limit, and that should be an uppy out of shield. No, good mix-up. I think the drift made it so that couldn't really punish that with the uppy. The back air comes through from Sparg0 though, and now yeah, ShinyMark somehow holding on to this stock. Absolutely impressive stuff. Still living 138%. Wow.
ShinyMark is going through a gauntlet in the corner. Sparg0 hitting every single back air known to man, but ShinyMark has been staying strong, staying defensive, not trying to overcommit in these positions. I am so impressed with just the presence of mind to hold on to your options and not overextend in these spots. But you can dodge 100 shots, doesn't matter. Sparg0 got 101 back airs that he could toss out in the corner.
Yeah, that's why Face signed him, man. He just got it like that. 51% now on Sparg0 as the pressure just seems so much. I mean, a character that we talk about being so difficult to hit and pin down, Sparg0 is just forcing ShinyMark in shield, and with the safeness of these aerials, I mean, how do you really punish out a shield here? As we were saying, ShinyMark on occasion getting those big punishes, but even then, like, Sparg0 is so willing to just swing out and check the trueness of those punishes. So difficult when Sparg0 gets going.
But dropping shield in the last hit of that cross slash right there, little tech we talked about a little bit earlier in bracket, gets a solid punish out of it, but not lasting particularly long. And yeah, really the problem in the matchup though is that ShinyMark has to play a little bit more grounded than Pikachu typically likes, because if you try to jump around Cloud, you're going to eat an aerial, or worse, the limit cross slash, very nearly claiming the stock and extending this lead almost a full stock for Sparg0, but no limit off stage is where Pikachu makes their money. And yeah, no recovery handy for Sparg0's Cloud.
Yeah, nice coverage there. Overall, I think it's easy to kind of like get too swingy when you have a Cloud off stage, but ShinyMark's flowcharts have been so good off stage, especially now while he's honing that craft in here at Coinbox, where he doesn't even need to go off stage and risk getting reversaled by Sparg0. He just knew, like, oh, you fast fell there, I'm just gonna stay on stage and collect my free stock for that. The up B though, oh, weird interaction, grabbing the ledge but still having that big last hitbox, and that's gonna be a big damage swing for Sparg0, but still, like, ShinyMark's in it and definitely could close out the stock with any opening interaction. The down tilt, no tech chase, but still no pressure. Like, even when you get a little bit of a tech chase, if you roll back to center, it's just back airs on back airs and back airs. This is rough.
I'm just losing it, dude. ShinyMark just standing there trying his damnedest to take a single step forward, and Sparg0 continues to chop away at that shield with back air after back air. Like, what do you actually do in that spot as Pikachu?
Pikachu looks so scared when like, please.
Just cowering. It has to stop eventually. Has he got a PP yet?
Yeah, like, please.
Where Pikachu used struggle, and it ain't very effective right now.
Yeah, it's rough when those back airs come through for Sparg0. I just think of that Sonic Switch, like, anyone can give me Cloud experience, just need you to back air a bunch. It's like, that's just kind of what ShinyMark needs right now, is to figure out a way to punish that. But that's going to be a great punish on that roll in with that drag down air into up smash, and now even stock situation once again.
So now, finally, perhaps an opportunity for ShinyMark to try to go and get one of those early percent combos and drag Sparg0 off stage. But look at the presence of mind right there. Sparg0 disengaged, went to edge, and tried to go ahead and get a little bit of limit just to prevent that from happening. We want to understand what the win condition of ShinyMark's Pikachu is, and it is precisely this. But now we have limit available, so Sparg0 manages to keep it too, not even having to expend it off stage. But even if ShinyMark did manage to intercept the double jump, we still have that additional tool to make sure that Sparg0 doesn't get the stock taken away so early.
Yeah, I like that little optimization from ShinyMark, seeing that Sparg0, instead of trying to DI behind on the Nair loops, DI'd in front and actually got a grab for it. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the up air bridges you want to see to close out the game, but still, little optimizations in that punish. Exactly what you need to close out this 3-0 versus Sparg0, because one game could be the end. We've seen a lot of game 5, sorry, reverse 3-0s, my bad. So, ShinyMark just looking to end this set here. The up smash comes through, no Strong hitbox though, and now the limit slowly coming online. Good tech chase, but no drag down up air there. It's gonna be Sparg0 with the limit. It's so scary.
That back air very nearly killed ShinyMark, though DI'd perfectly right into the corner. Dash attack not going to do it, so you know the vibes. A couple back airs in the back pocket right there for ShinyMark, bailing out a disadvantage, going all the way across stage and trying to time that limit out. Phenomenal counterplay from ShinyMark in a clutch situation. Up tilt still not going to do it.
It has to regrab there, and ShinyMark knowing that you can regrab instead of land on stage because Sparg0 is too far away to dash attack. These little things are so important in the defensive game. It's so difficult to keep your wits about you, but ShinyMark is going to do just that. The down throw, not quite enough percent to go for the up throw, but now it might be the opportunity. Not enough to kill 150%. The next one surely will do it, though. The side beyond shield.
Oh,
And the roll
Not
is
like
gone.
that.
Oh my
Not like that,
God.
ShinyMark.
Barely staying alive in this tournament.
Dude, that was such a long game, too. 41 seconds left on the clock, by the way. Oh, my goodness.
I think that was the first time that ShinyMark gave up the roll in those situations. Like time and time again, ShinyMark continued to just hold shield and take the back airs on his chin. But in the most pivotal situation, he gave up the roll and Sparg0 was able to chase it down. Those forward airs are so disjointed that it's really easy to go ahead and just short hop forward and wait out that invul.
Why does Cloud have a Magneto on his shoulder?
That is a good question.
Huh. Anyway. Or Magnetron? Which one is it?
Magneto is
With the screws?
Magneto's the Professor X.
No. I'm sorry, not Magneto. I meant
Magneton?
Magneto. I'm sorry, the Pokemon. Did I say Magneto?
You
I'm
said
tired.
Magneto.
No, I meant
Anyone else?
the you know, the magnet Pokemon with the fucking it said
Yeah,
Chat must have been like, what are you what's it called? Magnemite? No, Magnetron. Yeah, Magnetron.
so, yeah. Oh my God.
Put
what
a gun
catch
to
by
my head, I
Sparg0.
would have said, yeah, it's Magneto, the Pokemon, and I would have died on the spot. Crazy.
Yep, Magnemite's the single, and then the triple with the evolutions like Magneton, I think it is.
Cheeto, yeah.
Man, this has been a long block. A long stream for you, HBox. 8 hours in, man. It was a close last game, but Sparg0 immediately making this not so close as we are now 3 stocks to 2 with some big extra credit for Sparg0 and closing that stock out with a quickness now with the side B to cover the roll once again. The rolls are finally being called out by Sparg0 and now kind of a bad spot to be in once Sparg0 starts getting some reads on you.
It feels like
Whoops, my bad. Sorry,
it feels like Spargo's the type of player where if you open the door, you might as well just go ahead and let him in. Like one game is all this dude needs. He wins once against you, and then it just feels like the adaptation and the momentum is always there. Sparg0 never loses 3-1. He only wins 3-2.
It's the download.
And you know, with the download being there, I mean, it's like, you know, fortunately, you just need one more game for on the side of ShinyMark. If you get lucky, or if you just figure out a way to do it. But once Sparg0 gets that adaptation, it becomes really, really difficult. Probably one of the best adapters in Smash Ultimate, or in Smash history, maybe. Super, super solid.
Getting the forward air into the side B for big damage here, and we have limit as well, so Pikachu has to be really careful in the corner here with Cloud a little bit of rage. It's basically one stray hit into a read and you're dead, but finally waiting that out right there. ShinyMark stuck in the corner yet again. Forward tilt has a great opportunity here, but can't get the drag down back air.
Oh, he gets reversal for it. I mean, Sparg0 is just playing absolutely lights out, just not giving ShinyMark any opportunities. Gets the grab, the up throw for Jungle State, and covers the Nair with a dash attack. A 3 stock from a last stock, 41 seconds left situation to a 3 stock. Once again, download complete.
That is clutch. That's the top player difference.
So
I think we know what's going to happen.
So what do we think is going to be the X factor for ShinyMark here in Game 5? Like, what change needs to be made to the game plan here to be able to stem the tide that is Sparg0's Cloud?
The strategy that I would do if I was ShinyMark is bribe Sparg0 $200 to go watch Game 5, and then everyone wins. But he's not going to do that because Sparg0 knows he can win this whole tournament. He can win that $1,200 first place prize, as he has done many times. It's a matter of resolve. It's a matter of rinse and repeating. And that was a 3-stock? JV3? Last game?
Yeah, it was a rough one.
No, it was just a 3-stock. I mean, the biggest difference maker, I think, is like Sparg0 catching onto ShinyMark's disadvantage state, and that is less so a it's less so a character matchup, but a player matchup where Sparg0 kind of gets in ShinyMark's head and starts really understanding the defensive options, and he's playing a really good character for doing that. I mean, we saw like the last game, the first stock being taken with a high limit side B to cover like a cross stage escape attempt for ShinyMark. So overall, it's like, can you mix up your defensive game enough? Because I do think that ShinyMark will win enough neutral to contend. We did see that game number 3 where it came down to the wire because ShinyMark was just not getting called out, but losing because he did. So, you know, you got to keep that disadvantage state fresh, and it's hard, especially when you're game 5, but it's time to pull out the stops.
We are up smashing. That's like 4 in a row. All of a sudden, Sparg0 had one move on his mind, and he committed to the bit, and let it be known, it works sometimes.
Sometimes it does.
When you have a read on someone's air dodge habit, I mean, that's going to be just a big punish. I can't believe he literally just up smashed 4 times. Ridiculous.
It is slightly suboptimal, though. He really needed to toss out that 5th one after ShinyMark had died, just to be like, just in case you forgot, this is the move I killed you.
The best taunts are doing the move you just killed them with.
Oh yeah, 100%. As a Mario main, I up smash like 4 times in a row after I kill somebody with up smash. It's just always tilting with that little voice clip.
Isn't that stale?
It only stales if you hit something. So if you hit your opponent or a shield or a block or something.
Oh, there you
go. All right. Oh, this is a big back air. Let's see what the is.
He saves the jump because he's a top player. Incredible. I would have panicked.
I mean, yeah, me too.
We all would have panicked.
100%.
Oh,
the air dodge didn't hit the edge, so an awkward spot, and now ShinyMark actually got the trump, but couldn't get anything out of it. That's stunning right there. Yeah. Usually Pikachu with the trump, when you have no invuln at ledge, you might as well just go ahead and give him that stock.
It's honestly so clever there, where Sparg0 had an opportunity to get limit, but knowing that ShinyMark is going to spend a lot of time off stage, waited to get another hit off of a ledge trap to then get the limit, because he knew like there's no point in getting the limit now because ShinyMark's just going to wait off stage for it. And those little optimizations of when Sparg0 actually decides to get that last bit of limit still important versus a player like ShinyMark who's so good at timing it out.
That's a great observation, PJ. Like you got to kind of recognize like what limit gives you, as well as the disadvantages it gives you too, because it does increase your gravity, makes you a little bit more prone to Pikachu's combos.
Yep.
It's like ShinyMark is a little bit more prone to Sparg0's up smashes this game 5. It looks like, as that seems to be the recipe for success right here. And the drag down, we're going a little bit cheeky all of a sudden.
That would have killed most characters apart from like 7 of them, and Pikachu was one of those 7, I think.
It's honestly so smart, because a lot of times when you're close to getting limit, when cloud players get limit and are recovering high low, just opt to air dodge a nice drag down Nair to down. So they'll opt to air dodge. So ShinyMark, I think, was positioning for that opportunity, but Sparg0, knowing that he was going to position, just went for it immediately.
Oh man, game 5 last stock. It's another one of these. I don't know how many we're going to see in a single night, but Sparg0 laying it on with a quick 60. Another 24. Cross slash. I would not stay near the ledge. Stay center stage if you want to win. ShinyMark's win condition is getting the swordsman off the stage and letting gravity take him down. Oh! Did I curse it? Oh my god.
The air dodge came through. Didn't want to burn limit. Once again, I was talking about that, and good stuff for Sparg0 to hold that limit now with the speed, able to contend, but that limit cross slash is going to get punished. No drag down. You see the up tilt came through, but not quite the right number of hitboxes. The back air comes out, catches the air dodge.
Oh, again!
Crazy he didn't up B there, just held on to his resources. Back throw comes through.
Oh my god. Can he close it again? How many attempts? Gets the grab. Sparg0 praying for the limit up smash.
He tripped. That could have been so huge for ShinyMark.
He wasn't ready for it.
Bro.
Comes through
oh my god, he's so clutch.
He just lets the up smash rip. 9 times out of 10, that wouldn't have worked. But Sparg0 had the perfect option in Game 5. I don't even know that we saw him use up smash that much in any of his games tonight. Just something in that perfect moment that he understands, I've got a game plan. It's time to execute.
Bro, yeah, I feel like so many other players would have folded. And